Not deny the fact that the Christian rest is responsible for this universal corruption in the land and sea from the same corruption that their own hands have made will come their doom. The Christian preach that which they do not do and cannot do, such as love your neighbors. I have yet to meet one who loved his neighbor as did himself. Thou shalt not kill. I have yet to meet such a Christian. They even fight against each other, rob and kill each other, but yet represent themselves as world peacemakers with whom? The great deceivers of the world will reap what they have sown. Had they corrupted many people, a nation under disgust of good, peaceful, loving Christians? The Christian rest is full of the worst crimes, practicing evil to the fullest, and seeking to practice them on other nations as well. The universal temper are ever parading before the world. They both have new girls and women. They are before your eyes in almost everything we see today: murder, gambling, robbery, drunkenness, drug, adultery, lying. There is hardly any end to it. The lands and seas are filled with deadly weapons of wars. The islands of the seas are filled with corruption for all other nations of earth, for they are proud and boastful, and are now hated and despised according to their wishes. The religion of Christianity is a curse to us, the black man, and is full of slavery teachings. They have poisoned the Bible with their attitude and taken from the truth. Now, their doom is in sight. It is their own work. They command the sea with their powerful navies, parking them off the shore of the nations. They secure the air base on their soils to place their deadly bombs carrying planes with an easy striking distance of those whom they fear to be their enemies. Is this not the easy way to make an enemy? Is this the act of a real Christian? The follower of Jesus, whom they preached, came for the peace of mankind, and to teach the seeking of the sword and the turning of the other cheek. Where is a good Christian amongst this race? They love meddling in other people's affairs. They are to ever fight a war if it matters not with whom or where, but yet crying peace, peace, with every deadly weapons of war to provoke other nations' war. Shall not the God of peace and justice deal with you and your troublemaking as he did with those before you? I warn every one of you, my people fly to Allah with me for refuge. As I warn you, we see the judgment of this world has arrived. Get out of the slave making Christianity into the right religion, Islam. The house you are in shall surely fall and never rise again. We see the destruction and fall of white America, the destruction and fall of the world that we have known is now without a doubt and process. When we refer to the world, we are referring to the world of the white man, for the world of the black man have yet to come in. We are referring to this old world because this old world of the white man must pass away in order for a new world to come in, for the black man, for this new world to come in, for this black man. The old world must pass to make way for a new world. See, the world of the black man, by divine guidance, is now merging in on the old world of the right race. This makes the destruction and fall of the white man. Here in America, we cannot see nothing but the fall of America. There's no secret today. It is obvious to the eyes that are open. We want to close our eyes and minds and claim that we do not see and understand. Then we will be falling ourselves. This refusal to see is foolhardy For regardless to how we may desire to see the old world stand, we do not have the power to starve off the destruction that causes the world of the white man to fall. The destruction and power that is bringing about the fall of the world of the white man is coming from Allah God. The past history of the world of the white man, it was never a time of destruction of his world like the present time. We see it's useless for you to try to prevent the fall of the white man's world. There is no checking it. The right race have not tried to do the right thing, justice. We see the doing of justice will have checked her fall, the Bible, Jeremiah. But America was never willing, and even at this hour, she is not willing to do justice for those who she had mistreated. She had dealt injustice to her black slave for nearly 500 years that she had been in a Western hemisphere. America have constantly burdened the poor black slave with every evil that she can imagine. The evil scientists who have invented more and more evil practice had not been able to invent any more evil than that which they have already put out. The evil scientists have invented every evil practice that they can imagine, from bringing in COVID, from encouraging Americans to get the vaccine. And in the Bible, when you see Revelation 13:16, how he will require you, no matter if you rich, poor, slave, free, slave, and no matter if you wealthy, poor, you can't rent, buy, sell, trade, unless you have the marking. And he encouraged everyone to get vaccinated. This was the devil. This was wicked. What else they planning? We see day and night without a letter. The white man mistreat the poor black slave. Now since heaven, the God of peace, justice, and freedom and equality comes to the black slave. The white man is trying to make everyone that recognize the truth deviate from it. The white man says, do not accept it. He makes this black man a hypocrite against his own starvation. The white man trolls the one who have not as yet accept the truth of their starvation. He promised them that which he would never be able to fulfill. America is falling. She is now losing the power and authorities that she was enjoying in foreign lands. Her fall is very visible. Wherever her authorities have been exercising, people are now crying out in one voice, leave us, leave us. American, go home to America. Citizens of the country are telling American citizens, leave us. America no longer have friends. America and England deposits their little brother Israel on foreign soil. The Palestinians, which is Arab land, deprived the Arabs of their own land and sent them to the exile. This injustice against the Arabs is now causing America the power and authority that she once exercised in the East. She is on her way out of their knees. This means bloodshed and plenty of it. In the Near East, there stand navies which are neither American nor British. They are there to drive America out. Skies over there are beginning to thicken with foreign planes, carrying deadly weapons, guns, and bombs. They will not be satisfied as long as Israel is in Palestine. The boil has come to a bursting point. We are in a troubled world. We are in a world that is now erupting. Black man who was once a slave in America You have a way of escape. The way out is now your own terms. It is on the condition that you submit to Allah, God, and come follow me. This is the only way out. I am the door and I have the keys to your starvation. Reject it and die. We are in a world that is falling. It will soon be going up in flame. You see, in Germany, the Cold War between East and West will soon erupt into a hot war. It will never be settled in peace. East and West, Germany must and will fight it out with all the deadly weapons that the war scientists have planned it and perfect for the final showdown. You do not have to wait too much about whether or not America is coming out of Asia. Certainly, America is coming out of Asia. You see, the odds are against her staying there, but I warn you, my black people, my black brothers here in America, that while she is on the way out, we the black people are standing in the crossfire. The only hope that we have is to fly to our refuge and allow God. Look at what is going on to the south of us. Look at the many hijacks stick up of planes. You see, America is afraid to put a stop to the hijack, for she knows that she's going to run into more than she expected. Who would have thought that the big power of America will suffer such disgrace in this day and time? This is to teach you and me, black brothers, that the great power of America is becoming weak and she is falling. I said, black brothers, join to your own kind and come follow me, for the world that you and I have known will soon be no more. The days of America's downfall. These are the days of America's downfall, as Allah has manifested this fall of America. Desire to make America fall as a warning to her brothers in Europe. See, white America and Germany, Allah God has taught me, are the most wicked of the right race. The wicked deeds that have been performed and are still being performed by white America upon the so-called the slave are the worst and annal of history. They have been clever enough in their wickedness to make the so-called Negro slave love them, though they are the open enemies and murderers. Allah and the personal Master Fard Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever, now judges the American whites and has caused America fall and total destruction. Egypt under Pharaoh is an example fulfilled in signs and other prophecy of the doom of this people as foretold by the prophet from Noah to Jesus. Moses and Jesus are the most outstanding prophets in the Caucasian of the right race. So we see Moses and Jesus are the most outstanding prophets in the history of the Caucasian race for the past 400 years. There are several others contemporaries, but Moses and Jesus are the major prophets of the right race history. The whole of the civilized world today, as prophesied in Isaiah, is against this white man of America. Allah hates this wicked American whites and threatens to remove them from the face of the earth. Since white America and the white race in general have deceived the entire world of black people and their brothers, brown, red, and yellow, Allah now is causing these people to wake up and see this right race as it really is, the created enemies of the darker people. As we see today, there's a general awakening of the darker people into the knowledge of self, and the knowledge of their age-old 6,000-year enemy all over the earth. The American white race cannot sincerely give the so-called nigger, their slave, a square deal. She only desires to deceive them. False equality. Today, America is trying, against her will, to give the so-called Negro civil rights, which is against the very nature and will of the white race. For the first time since this black man had been here, America falsely offered him social equality in certain parts of the country. This social equality consists mostly of permitting this American black race to mix openly with the white man and his women's, the devils. The actual idea, however, is to grant the so-called Negro social equality amongst the lower class of whites. This is done so that the scriptures wherein they prophesy that the white man tempts and corrupts the so-called with his woman might be fulfilled. God has taught me that the right race was grafted unlike, and being unlike, it is able to entrap the black man and black woman, getting them to do all the evil known to the right race. One of the prophets of the Bible prophesies in regard to America as the morning spread abroad upon the mountain, a great and strong people set and battle away. Joel chapter 2, verse 2. This is the setting of nations for a showdown to determine who will live on earth. The survivor is to build a nation of peace, to rule the people of the earth forever under the guidance of Almighty God Allah. With the nation setting forth for a final war at this time, God plead for his people, the inheritors of the earth, the so-called Negro. The so-called Negro is the prey of the white man of America, being held firmly in his white man power, along with 2 million Indians who must be redeemed at this time, and will be if the so-called Negro turn to his redeemer. We see today the problem of the American black man is unwillingness to be separate from his 400-year-old enemy. The problem, therefore, is harder to solve, especially when the enemy trying to fascinate the Negro with his lower class girls and women are raiding them partly nude before the Negro in every public news media, cheap daily newspaper, magazine, radio, TV, and the Negro is quick to intimidate. The problem between these two people, separation, the so-called, so that they may be accepted and respected as equal and as supreme to other nations, must be solved. This is God's promise to the so-called Negro, the lost and found members of the original black nation of the earth. This problem was made through the mouth of his prophets, the Bible and Quran, that he would separate us from our enemies and make us the master after this wicked race had been judged and destroyed for his own evil. But as I said, the solving of this problem, which means the redemption of it of the Negro, is hard to do since he loved his enemy. You see this Bible, Deuteronomy 18:15, and 18 Psalms, Isaiah, Matthew 25 and 32, Revelation chapter 14, the manifestation of Allah and judgment between the so-called an enemy of God, a nation of Islam. Make this so-called nigger see and know his enemy, himself, his people, his God, and his religion. Rejection of self. We hear the statement in the black educational, political, and Christian class, which express their love for the white man, publicly asking to be his brother, if not his brother-in-law. Now, this class wants to make it clear to the world that they really love the right race and not the black race. This means that they want to be right instead of black. The devil had made them hate black. They reject the thought of black ever being a ruler or equal with their rulers. They act boldly from inferiority, not only for themselves, but for their people. They want to assert themselves and their kind, especially the so-called American Negro, and to erase the white people without ending the black race. It is just the opposite with Allah, God, myself, and my followers. We want out completely. We won't no claim to kinship with a people by nature are not our kin. We from Genesis to Revelation in the Bible, and from Surah chapter 2 to Surah 114 of the Holy Quran, by no means are the so-called and the white kings. God did not create them brothers, nor did he create them to ever become brothers. One is created an enemy against the other. And since the righteous are more powerful than the wicked, Allah, the God of righteousness, set a time of reckoning for an enemy, the white man, of the righteous. Separation. We want separation. We want a home on this earth we can call home. We want to go for self and lead enemy who have been sentenced to death. by Allah. Revelation 20, 10 and 14, from the day he was created. See this subject in the Bible and Quran. No one, white, black, brown, yellow, red, can prove to me by any scriptures of Allah God, sent by one of the prophets of Allah God, that we should not be separated from the right race, that we should believe and follow the religion dictated, shaped, and formed by the right race theocrats. The coming of Allah and the judgment of the wicked world is made clear by the prophet saying of the prophet, the so-called reverence and the proud intellectual class are doomed to destruction with the enemy if they remain with him instead of joining into Allah, who loved them, who would deliver them from the nation of Islam. The so-called Negro masters must be warned of the great mistake that they make and fall in the leaderships of those who love and befriend their murderers. This will not get them freedom or civil rights. America is falling. Her doom has come, and none said the prophet shall help her in her days of her downfall. In the Bible, God plead with you to fly out of her, America, and seek refuge in him. Revelation 18, verse 4. If Satanic will change your mind about falling a doomed people, a people who hate you and your kind, who will call one who teach the truth about them a hater. They are the producer of hate of us. We are with God and the righteous. The days of trouble. The days of trouble have now come to us from Almighty God Allah, a God who is the real owner of the heavens and earth. Allah God created from himself the heaven, and then he led it out to a fortunate right race for them to enjoy themselves in it for a while. Now they have proved unworthy of such glorious creation, and now the God who is owner of this heaven and earth is ready to take over and rule it for himself. Never no more will the earth nor the heavens or the earth be let out to non-owners. It is a great wisdom taught to us in letting new creatures, right race, try their knowledge of mastering that which they was not made to master, which we knew when we made them that they would not be able to master the original creation for long. For as long as we, the black people, are the planet, there is no new creatures that can put in order for ruling that which we already have, and we are in it. So never no more will the heavens and earth be let out to these non-owners. See, God allowed you, to get a crack at ruling, but it was never in their nature, as we see in the days of trouble. It was never in their hearts to do the right thing. So never will the heavens and earth be let out to these non-owners, because these people have not done the right thing. We see, never no more will the earth nor the heavens of earth be let out to these non-owners. It is a great wisdom taught to us in letting new creatures, the right way, try their knowledge of mastering something that which they was not able. So never no more will the heavens and earth be let out to these non-owners, because they have not done the right thing today. See, the doing of justice will have checked her fall. So now it been a year therefore that God been pledging America day and night. For as long as we, the black people, are of the planet, there's no new creatures that can put in order for ruling that which we already have, and we are in it. It's such a rise piece of work that have been done. The wisdom, knowledge, understanding of the origin of this creation is just. There is no comparison anywhere to make. There is no such thing that the originators can put the planet aside out of the whole and let someone else take over. See, this race, the right race, has not been successful in ruling according to their will and according to their will owners. See, for the right race have to use the original materials that himself has created. There is nothing on which the white man can call himself the creator. He was never the creator. So therefore, since the white man continued to make trouble, which by nature he was made to do, we do not see any way out of trying to live with the white man in peace. The nature of the white man is ever causing unrest amongst himself and amongst us too. The white man just cannot make peace for himself because of his nature. Today, God has decided that we, the black people, cannot get along with this white man in peace, and that the white man must be removed. The white race want to remove us, the black people, but in order for this white man to remove us, the black man, he will have to remove the whole entire heaven and make the heaven evolve anything like life. Then from evolve, we have to just start all over again and create life. For life in the universe is life that we, the black people, have established it. Therefore, to get away from our own life, which was created by the black man, so that a new life could come in, we will have to rid the space of life, which belonged to us, the black man. And when the space was rid of life that we, the black people, have created, another one will have to create life of its own making. We, the poor black people here in America, must be changed into a new and different people altogether. So Allah, God, became in the person of Master Fard Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever, taught me, but not a complete make of us. We will be renewed from what we are now, and we call it a new thing. To become a day when we, the black people, will have a complete new thing for man in the heaven above us. But according to the scientists, God will cause this to go into a new thing, not a complete destruction of the old, where there is no will grow something from, not this time. The thing that Allah God would like to do now and will do is to destroy the works of the devil. The devil would like to destroy God's work, which God has created. The devil cannot destroy God's creation because the devil had no part in the creation of the first creation. Since the devil had no part in the first creation, this makes the devil unable to lay hold to the power that will destroy the first work of God. The main thing which I keep mentioning enough to make you discuss is something for the black man in America, who has spent his life long in sleeping and ignorancy of the knowledge of that which he is in. But as soon as the black man can awaken to the knowledge of this that he is in, then he can lay hold to that which he did not have knowledge of, which is that the black man is the creator of the first creation. Allah God wants to put this black man back into power. The way the black man can be put back into power is Allah to make this black man all over again, to master the power after giving the black man the authorities. Look at the poor, once peaceful black man in America. Look how he strives to reach for himself, and is now making it a fast progress in that which God leave for him to understand. Black man conversation has changed. The black man way of thinking has changed. His actual physical form has changed. It's a great thing to have come to the black man in America. The black man in America is getting happier and happier. It's not hard for this black man in America to get rich. For he is getting rich from his own wisdom. We see no one have given him anything. As the Bible teach you of the Son, no one gave into him. But he's getting rich so fast that God has chose the Son to become the head of the house that he has to stray away from. The future of this black man is so beautiful that we can hardly comprehend it. The biggest thing that stand before us is qualification and readiness. Let us get qualified to master the house. The guide is given to us before someone tries to rob us of that mastering of the house. If they rob us of the mastering of the house, I'm sorry for us. I said to you, black brothers, black sisters, do not be foolish. The kingdom of heaven will be given to you and to me. Have patience to receive it. But to get the house into our service is like a mother giving birth to a baby. The baby must mature in that which he is in, as the baby mature in the womb of the mother in order to be born. So the black man must mature to be born into a new world that the black man must build himself. These are the days of trouble. Pledged by God, America is doomed with the end of the rule of the white race over the black people of the earth in sight, face to face. We have to deal with each other according to actual facts, which exist between the two nations, black and white, with the nature and desire of the white race to continue to rule in subjection of the darker people. Even though the white man recognized these facts, he will continue to try holding on into his rule, his suggestion, his thinking of what he has inquired under such rule, that which is his. He cannot give up the prey, his concession, the merchandise which he has bought out under the nose and eyes of the real owners, black men. He is willing to shed the blood of his own people and that of others to hold into that which he called his legal possessions. The spirit arose and the black man says no. At the continent and what is on and under its surface belong to him and his people, black nation. This spirit and knowledge is now not only confined to Africa and Asia, the black, brown, yellow people, but it actually is now arising in the American so called the true lost and found brothers of the black man throughout the earth, whether it be Africa or Asia. He is the brothers of them all. It is the desire of the right race to continue to hold power and authorities over black Africa, whether it's or elsewhere. It would just have to give it up. England, Germany, and Italy, France, especially England, France, and Stelton, Germany, seem to be diehards. The white man will be acting wisely if they will realize that one day, sooner or later, they must pack up and leave. Wherefore I quote the Bible prophecy concerning the separation of nations. Again today, as it was before, every man must go to his own. This is the clearest and most direct justice that God and man could agree upon. The white man cannot live in luxury unless he have the black man in his place of possession and suggestion to his will. But as I repeatedly says in this paper and all of my writings, you cannot make God and his prophet liars, nor can we revert the time of this prediction in which these things will take place. The time has come. It's nothing but justice that we have possession of what is our own. The white man is conscious of the fact that he has deceived the black man of the knowledge of the black man and his possessions. But that particular authority was given divinely temporarily. But by the same divinity, it is now being taken from the right race. The right race is facing doom because she would not act according to justice and righteousness, which was not by nature put in her. But this is known, and her race is frightened concerning her future, as we see here in America. The white man recognized his coming doom, and many of them will rather die here than to go elsewhere outside of America to try to defend what they call their own independent sovereignty. Some have poured gasoline over themselves, committed suicide by setting themselves on fire. This is a very new and open act of a people who want every other people, black, brown, yellow, red, on earth, to fight their wars, to say their independency. A ruthless and brutal people like America, England, Germany should be ashamed in this modern time to look for these people when they have robbed it, killed it, murdered it, brought under suggestion by force. To think that today they should be so soundly asleep that they will ignore the time and authority that they can unite as the European have been doing against black Africa and brown and yellow Asia. As the book says to the right race, as thou hast done, so shall be done to you. The white man must return to Europe and concentrate on that continent for his future. Else concentrate on his death instead of his life. For they can no longer rule the black man. The black man now knows where his home is now rising up to take possession of that which is his. America doom, fear. Allah and the person of Master Fard Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever, for finding an offer to sit us in heaven at once, our full submission to him entirely. We fear the doom of white America that is now cutting her to pieces. The prophecy teaches us that our doom will come in one day. Death, mourning came in one day. One day means 1 year. Even after that, she should be burned with fire. Divine prophecy is that America will suffer isolation from the nation of earth. See, she would suffer this isolation from the nation of earth. She would suffer from each other nations that don't want to sit with her, that don't have nothing to do with her. This is why it says friendship is speeding her doom. No one wants to sit with this devil. No one wants to exchange with this devil. No one wants to even befriend this devil. No one wants to even befriend the murderers. Today, we starting to see who this devil is. Clearly, today, we know who the devil is. Clearly, today, we know who these people is. We see the revelation of John, or the Bible prophesies of America doom. We see America is spoken of under the savage name of a beast now, and dragon, who oppose the mission of God, and all those who seeks to follow him. See, he's naming you a beast. He's naming you 3/5 of a human being. A beast, from an entity to a mortal, to this beast. See the ruthlessness of this suggestion from the devil to our people has made it difficult when you see America lacking these heavy sentences, these jail terms, prison terms, and refuse to let the prisoners go free. This beast, dragon, are the name used to represent America because of their nature and its characteristics of the people, even haters of the black one slave. Now, this beast, Daniel described well. He gives a description of a beast that was to rise from the sea. And out from the sea, the beast had 3 ribs, which means, brothers, you and sisters, you've been struggled for 3 centuries, from over decades. The beast or dragon trolls the woman seeking to destroy the messengers and his followers. So the beast, the dragon are the names to represent America because of their nature and the characteristics of these people, even haters of his black one slave. Now this beast dragon trolls women seeking to destroy the messengers and his followers, the new convert. See, the messengers was to come, but the beast was trying to prevent the progress for even happening. This beast, the devil, that been here 8,000 years on this planet Earth, was trying to seek the woman that was carrying the newborn baby, the people that was converted over. Now, the messenger we see of Allah is referred to as a woman with a newborn baby, with a victorious beast like the enemy trails her, the messenger of God, everywhere that he goes. The beast does this to prevent the messengers and his followers from making progress and making friends with his own black people, who will help the messenger to convert and unite his black people, not only in the United States of America, but the whole world of the black nation, to unite and fly out of our enemies who seeks to destroy and kill you and me night and day. Does not just mean leaving America, but it means also to lead the ideologically and all that America represents. And the nation, Europe and Asia, stood far away off for fear of her burning the USA and for fear of her divine pledge. To you, my black people, the end is now. Who said that you were going any place? Heaven and hell are both a condition of life. They are not places. The devil make hell for you. And God and the person Master Falah Muhammad, to whom praise or do forever, makes heaven for you and me. Now, I'm going to tell you something. People putting out videos about what's going on over there in Florida. People is putting out videos of what is going on over there in Florida. There was explosion happening. There was something about people seeing UFOs. I'm going to tell y'all this. Y'all take this. The motherships is here. And the mother planes is here to destroy this present world. The motherships comes down the earth gravity through 6 months out of the year. When it comes, it gets all the fueling that it needs, all the ingredients, all the oxygen, hydrogen. The motherships is not like the little bullets or cameras. It is not to be played with. And they know this. Ever since 1930, the Canadians reported seeing the mother plane. And now there was reports out on this strange sighting that happened over there in Florida. Now, the mother plane's here to drop bombs. Not in the water, brother. But they're here to drop bombs on the city. Take this with a grain of salt, or let it alone. If I was to tell you that the end is coming, and that the motherships is not to be played with. So, that explosion over there in Florida, it's not a mystery today. Why the Anunnaki is here, but they here to destroy this civilization that you see. See, the mother plane will bring a new planet. And God must destroy this present world. And the old world must pass away for a new world to come in. You are witnessing, seeing the days. You are witnessing, seeing the times. That end is coming to this world that we all know. White man's world. America has to her own doom. We see the alternate aim of this world should be known to everyone, especially the righteous. We are classified the righteous as being the people who belong to the right God. The God of righteousness, truth, freedom, justice, and equality, and the nation of righteousness. Today, the so-called American Negro must be resurrected and made known and understand the fate of anyone who will follow or be deceived by the arch deceivers. The strongest and most powerful weapons the arch deceiver have at their disposal is to deceive the world of righteousness, the nation of Islam. They do not stop at the common ignorant Muslims, but reach also for the scholars and scientists of Islam. Should be aware of their trickery and their deceits. We are in a world that is passing out of existence, and she is putting up a fight war to destroy the nation of righteousness. Be aware to try to oppose the success of Allah's truth only hasten their doom or falsehood and its teachers. The world evil makes its first attack on the world righteousness, thereby clearly showing herself as being enemies of righteousness. When she thinks that she had built up a strong enough force to attack the righteous, she does so, which I have said before, hastening her own doom. Falsehood cannot be victorious over the truth in the days of truth. The resurrection is the day of truth. The resurrection is the day of truth as a trumpet over falsehood. The arch deceiver forced war against himself. The ultimate aim is to do as the people always have done, to try to destroy the preachers of truth and those who believe and follow him. This was the aim of Cain when he slayed his brother Abel, and the aim of the dragon when he sought to destroy the woman. The messengers, as it is written, Revelation chapter 12, verse 4. The law found members of that nation should be taught to know the ultimate aim of this world. God had visited them and had prepared a teacher in myself to teach them, thereby making it easy for them to understand and recognize this world and its secret ultimate aim. It is even given in the Bible in Revelation chapter 12:9. There it speaks of the members belonging to the nation, to the righteous nation, and shows that through deceits we see Satan cause them to become as himself against the truth, peace, justice, safety, security, one who would enjoy if he only was not deceived. Under deceits, the weak minded who have no knowledge or understanding are the arch deceivers. The devil, Satan, are made prey in the hands of the arch deceivers. This will bring about war as a showdown between the God of righteousness and the God of unrighteousness, the devil. It already has begun. God must fulfill his promise to show himself as God over all power of heaven and earth, and man on earth, as it is written, Thessalonians chapter 2:9, comes after the working of Satan. Satan had been given the power of knowledge, authority to deceive as many as he could before the appearance of God, or the universal manifestation of the presence of God. It was given this power in the beginning, according to chapter 2 and 7 of the Holy Quran, according to the Bible, Genesis chapter 1:26, Revelation 6:4 and 8, Revelation 12:3 and 4. We are known all our life. The devil was a great deceiver, an enemy of God, and that he wished to be the victorious with his knowledge of supreme art and deceiving the people of God. He desired to cast them down, disgrace them, and make them accept his deceits before the very face of God and his general resurrection of the dead. The so-called American Negro, as I had repeatedly taught in my article sermon and lecture to my people, are spiritually dead. They have been touched and paralyzed to death by the arch deceiver through his missionary teachings, his solicitor, his personal conversation, and by accepting his advice. God has given to me a very strong truth that will defend, protect, and prevent you from falling victims to the arch deceiver. Read these and treasure them. They are your life. Ignore them, it is your death. The great days, the terrible days of God. We must not forget how we are warned by prophecy for 100 years and for 1,000 years that the end must come to his world. The ruler of this world must be removed, and the crown must be taken off, placed upon another head, and they rule in justice and righteousness. People of this world have now become so wicked, so fearful of the consequences of their own rule until the almost stopless vision is gone, and the fearfulness had taken hold of the people. The heads is going to unfold to the nation of the earth to find a way of peace between the heads of the nation. A great time, a terrible sometime, a terrible time. The hearts of the people are beginning to weaken and to fail because of what is going on, what they see is coming. America and her people have lived so rich and so joyfully in wickedness, murder, robbery, hatred of one another, until they have hardened their hearts so much that they are made to think that they can make friends and live on with those upon whom they have no mercy. They crushed all the weak nations of the earth with their powers and brought them to the clutches of slavery. They forced other nations to bow. They pushed their borders around the earth as the kings did in his day and time. But in those days, the kings boast. Let's think over it. England made that same boast. See, England used to boast that the sun did not set on her empire. Take a look at England today. There is no British Empire for the sun and the moon to set on. This morning, May 30, 1972, the radio news announcer says that they found mines in the Chicago River. This makes it altogether more frightening. If a mine should blow a ship up in the city limits, it would be dangerous to the life of the people. Just think over this. The Chicago River runs through the downtown sections of Chicago, Illinois. No one wants to frighten the people more, but the frightening the people sometimes does good. See a great day, the terrible days. People are just being shot down on the streets, right in their homes while walking the streets. They are blown down as though their life are nothing. The great days, the terrible days. America dreaded destiny. America and her people have been here, according to history, since a few years after Columbus, the explorer. She conquered the Red Indians, the original owners of the land, whom she found here and took it for a home for herself and kind. She has continued conquering until her conquering powers have gone around the earth, affecting every civilized nation's submission to her will. She was successful in forcing other people to bow to her will, whether they like it or not. Now it is the hands of God which is after America to force her into submission, a hand from which we have no defense. It is written and prophesied in the Bible under the name of Babylon that she is falling, going where she belongs. Jeremiah 51:25. Behold, I'm against you, O destroying mountains, said the Lord, which destroy all the earth, and I'll stretch out my hand upon you and roll you down from the rock and will make you a burnt mountain. Yes. Jeremiah 51:53 says, though Babylon shall mount up to heaven, and though she shall fortify the heights of her strength, yet from me shall spoils come into her, said the Lord. America is under destruction similar to that of ancient Babylon. In the Bible, Jeremiah, Isaiah, and the Revelation of John prophesies concerning her. In Babylon, there is mention as a future Babylon, and that Babylon of the past. America enslaved all of the so-called Negro, and their evil mistreatment of them is similar to ancient Babylon enslavement and mistreatment of the Jews, according to the scripture. It took the hands of God to bring the kings of Babylon and his people into submission to the power of God. He brought the surrounding kings and their power against ancient Babylon and their pride, the heights of our glory, the handwriting on the walls, to cast them down and the faultless into the fiery furnace, making drunk the people of God with a strong wine, and then mocking them. So has America done to the so-called Negro. America makes them drunk with wine, whiskey, and beer, and then laugh at him. She put him to the fierce furnace, burned him at the stake, while sitting around with her families, drinking intoxicating drink, and laughing at the flesh of God's people. There is no justice whatsoever, as Revelation gives it. She made all the world drink of the wine of her fornication. But the end is coming to such evil doing. America lived in peace so far as forging war is concerned. She had destroyed other people in their towns and cities. She had leveled them to the ground. She still prepared to do the same with her great stockpiles. She says she has enough bombs and destructive weapons to destroy all human beings on the face of the earth 3 times. Still have some left. Of this she boasts. But Allah God has said to me that he will destroy America and will bring her to her knees in humiliation. The destruction sent to ancient Babylon is recorded in the Bible is the answer to most of what he has said to me will come upon the now rich America. Rain, hail, snow, and earthquakes. These weapons all belong to God. America, how do you fight an army like this? Yes, the aforementioned weapons of Allah God cannot be ignored. The whole year had been a year thou far of Allah God pledging America, day and night, with storms, rain, flood, killing, destroying properties. And now the coming winter, hell had been falling in some place, the size of golf balls, baseballs, football. The rain continued to fall in place, and a dreadful snow blizzard is now in the working. A cold wind is blowing in the north to come against America, as it is written and prophesied in Joel 38:22 and 23. Have you entered into the treasures of the snow? Or have you seen the treasure of hell, which I have reserved against the time of trouble, against the days of battle and war? Earthquakes are now again to be recognized touching America lightly, but nevertheless, they are here with all of her wealth and preaching of Christianity. She had not been a good Christian herself. And Jeremiah says, arise, get you up into the wealthy nations, that dwelt without care, said the Lord, which had neither gates nor bars, which dwelt alone. Discord responds to America. She lives situated between the two greatest bodies of the waters of the earth, the Atlantic and the Pacific. She is very careless. She rejoices in her evil and filth as though she has self-protected from the fine hands of God. We see Jeremiah 50:31 prophesied, behold, I'm against you. Most proud, said the Lord God of hosts. Your days is come. Time that I will visit you. The Lord God is visiting America with great destruction, which he has to pour upon the wicked America. After their mistreatment of the so-called Negro for 400 years, you desire now to deceive them, cause them to suffer with her, to share her doom. Jeremiah 50 verse 6, my people have been lost sheep. The shepherd has caused them to go astray. The white and black preachers of Christianity have turned them away on the mountain. They have gone from mountains to hills. They have forgotten their resting place, the native people and country. Jeremiah 50 verse 7, all that found them have devoured them. And the adversary says, we fear not, because they have sinned against the Lord, the habitation of justice, even the Lord, the hope of their fathers. Since the white man had made the so-called Negro as wicked as a person as himself. Now these are the words that he speaks. They are just as evil as we. So therefore Allah God is against them too. The so-called Negro repeat the same and says the white man is no worse than the so-called Negro. The white man have opened all of his doors and avenues of temptation to lure the Negro in for total destruction. Again, we have a warning to lead a people with whom God is angry, as the people of ancient Babylon was warned to do. Jeremiah 51:45, my people go out of the midst of her and deliver every man his soul from the furious anger of the Lord. All of the pledged destruction and judgment which Allah God used to destroy the wicked and disobedient from the time of Adam till this day will be brought upon America. Then she will be burned with fire. This is the time of trouble that shall bring America into insanity. The dreadful times of America. America, especially North America, have entered into a time that was predicted by Moses and the prophet between him and Jesus. In the 24th chapter of Matthew is the prophecy made by Jesus of the present time of America without mentioning her name. He referred to the country as a world, because this part of the earth is referred to in many places by the prophet and by Jesus himself as the wilderness. The name America is not yet 500 years old, so the prophet referred to them as a wilderness in their prophecy. It is terrific. I use the word terrible because it is not a thing that cannot be described as something else, or something that's moving slowly, or something that can be recognized so easily by the common people. The dreadful times of America.